Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my playthrough of the Minecraft Modpack No Oxygen. As you can see, I have found myself one of these little cliffs and cleared it off a bit to make it into a home. I was going to show a little bit of that process, but I had a few hiccups in my recording. Such is life, but you guys really didn't miss much. There were mostly a bunch of trees, and I cleared out all but some of the stuff on the edges that was easier to leave. A lot of what was here was kind of intertwined, so I couldn't just pick and choose what to take down if I wanted the leaves to decay properly and not look like some tangled mess. I also made myself a little starter farm. It just has some wheat and some potatoes and some tomatoes. I'm going to add to that over time, of course, but I needed something because I was already running dangerously low on food, as in I was not even keeping my hunger bar up enough to sprint, let alone to be safe if anything happened to wander by, and I think I did have at least a couple of skeletons. I also planted some of these Harvestcraft gardens, which apparently now what you do is you crouch and then you break them, and it breaks it as the garden instead of breaking it into whatever food the garden contains. Maybe that's a config option, or maybe it's just the new way things work. I don't know for sure, but I know it works for me now, so that's good enough. And also, I guess they spread kind of like mushrooms do, so that's nifty. I have actually harvested a couple of them. They don't grow super fast, just like mushrooms, but hey, it's something to add a little bit of food, and once I have a few extras of those that I've harvested, I can expand my garden a little bit, or just have some variety and make some nicer, higher tier food. We'll see. We'll get into that eventually, I'm sure. I also found some limes on my trip. Let's talk about my trip. I wanted to gather just a decent quantity of resources, not to be, all set up with all the items that I need, just enough to get my starter house going. Wanted to make that with you guys, and I even made this architect's saw bench, which is kind of odd because it's not usually the architect in real life that does the saw benching. But, whatever. It works. It allows you to make some nifty special blocks. I really like the windows that you can make. It's kind of similar in theme to how the Carpenter's Blocks mod works. But unfortunately, the Carpenter's Block mod does not work in any of the newer versions of Minecraft. It has not been updated yet. I have seen that they apparently have an alpha build for 10.2, so that's a little exciting, and I might check that out at some point. But it isn't available yet, so this is what we get, and it's a pretty decent mod. Not as full and as deep as Carpenter's Blocks, but it's definitely going to up our game from what we could do in vanilla, and I do appreciate that. This is the way that I decided to get up and down here, because if you've never been on these, what are they called? This is rainforest, and I guess that's just the edge of it. Is it still rainforest over here? Yeah, guess it is. But these cliffs, I think it's actually called cliffs somewhere over here. Maybe I'm mistaken. I could be. But anyway, I'm going to call them cliffs just because that's what they are. And look at these things. They are not easy to get up and down. Well, they're easy to get down as long as you don't care what shape you're in once you get down. But they are definitely difficult to get up unless you want to leave ugly pillars everywhere. So what I decided to do was make myself just a little ladder hole. And then I decided, since the ladder hole only went down to, I'll show you guys in just a second. Not there, that just opens up because, I happened to pick a spot where it opens up. Yay. Right here, if I can get off the ladder. It went from here and up, and I noticed that this is not particularly low. You'll notice 82, that's actually a bit above the typical ground level for at least most of vanilla. I don't know. Hey! Where did you go? Jeez, just coming out of nowhere. Well, there you go. You're gone. And you didn't drop anything except XP, so I'm not going to bother trying to get down there at the moment. Anyway, yeah, this is a wonderful area, isn't it? Lots of dark overhangs. I've lit it up a little bit, but apparently not enough. Well, anyway, my whole point was that this was not a great place to start a mine. I do have the ravine nearby. You can see a little bit of it in there. And of course, we saw a little bit of it where the skeleton met his demise. Hard to see. This kind of overhangs it a bit. But I decided I was going to dig down a bit without really realizing where the ravine was. And, well, you can probably see why that wasn't a good idea. I fell all the way, and so most of the time that I'd spent intending at least to record that ended up not coming out so great. Most of that time ended up being spent coming back from spawn, because I'd also made the wonderful decision to move my bed shortly before digging down. Yeah, I was that smart, guys. I moved my bed right before digging straight down. So yeah, I had, I don't know, probably an hour and a half just making my way back. That was lots of fun, I tell you, but oh well, such things happen. Maybe I'll actually learn my lesson this time. But I was at least able to pick up a few saplings and some wood on my way back, because there had been a couple types of trees I'd seen on the way on my original journey that I didn't bother chopping down because I just wanted to explore. I didn't want to delay myself with chopping down trees and gathering things, and I also had the inventory space issue. But this time I didn't really care. I just picked up the trees and the saplings and any other little things, like a couple of gardens that I wanted. And I grabbed those on the way, and otherwise just tried to go. Yeah, really? Am I trapped in the trapdoor? Is that how it gets its name? Because it traps you? Why can... It seems I can only click on it very easily when I'm right in the middle of it. That's poor trapdoor design, guys. It's not how it's supposed to work. Anyway, like I said, I did get this area cleared off up top, and I thought maybe we could put together a starter house. This is not going to be the most beautiful thing in the world. I'm not really full of extra resources to work with, so my choices are a bit limited. I've decided to mark out, and you know what? I was actually going to mark out a little bit more, and I didn't finish. Yeah. I figured I would try to use the polished andesite for the bottom level. And I'm not sure exactly where I want to put a door in here yet, guys. So don't worry about that. I'll figure that out later. So yeah, I'm going to put these in the bottom. Fill this space in. And that gives us the outline of our house. You notice I lined this one up with my ladder there so that at least I'm not going to be walking past the ladder, because I know I'm going to leave it open. It's just going to happen. See, it's open right now. I forgot to close it. So at least this way I'm not going to be walking from here to over here trying to get something, and oops, they're falling down the ladder. I should at least be intending to go to the ladder if I fall down it, which is good. That's the way you want it. So, how high do we want to build this up? I'd say at least 2 more, probably 1 more than that. What do we think? Let's actually go do this smaller wall for our sample. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. I think I want to do the polished andesite across the top as well. And I'm not sure what I want to put in here. I had a thought of redwood stairs. Give it a little bit of detail. Like this. I'm not quite sure what I think of that color, though. Or maybe it's just the texture of this. Do we have chisel? Really? Can't do redwood planks. Can't do oak wood. We can do cobblestone, so that's something. I'm a little disappointed that there's so little stuff that we can chisel. Oh, okay. Chiseling's only for stone types, I guess. that kind of makes sense. I would like there to be some kind of... Huh. Those actually do look kind of nice, don't they? What do we want? Do we want to use one of these? Oh, I'm thinking these might have actually made better corners than the dark oak. I really don't like the stairs now, though. I'm going to look into things a bit, guys, and I'm going to be right back with you. Well, guys, I looked, and it does not seem as though there is any easy way to integrate it so you can chisel the non-vanilla wood. I guess, apparently, if I have wood planks that are vanilla, I should be able to chisel those. Let's see, where'd they go? Yes, I can. I can chisel the vanilla wood planks, but it doesn't look like I can do that with the Biomes of Plenty wood, which is a little sad, but what are you going to do? And if you know a way to make that work, please let me know. Oh, did I actually try with planks? I did try with planks, didn't I? And not just stairs. Yeah, I did try with planks. Just doesn't work. So that's a bit of a shame. And this is all the same stone variants. So what do we want to do? Do we want to stick with that? I don't particularly like the look of that. It's just the colors don't match up so well. I was really hoping that would work a little better. Oh, let's see. What can we do? Okay, let's put away some random stuff here that we don't particularly need in our inventory. And maybe if we take the actual wood itself and I put, let's just put 8 in here. There was it under classical? No. Other? Yes. Paneling or cladding. Same basic thing. Let's see what that looks like and see if we can attach it to the outside of these stairs first. Can I? No. Okay. Not sure where I can place it at. Is that only for a roof? Well, that's a little bit curious. I'm not sure what to do with that. Oh well, let's take a look at what other options we have. We have the sticking with this. Not a fan. Not really. What other blocks do we have? We have limestone. You know what I'm going to do with the limestone? I'm going to throw that in here. And hopefully this one will work. Windows. I'm going to take those. I'm going to take one of those. And I'm going to take one of those. And I'm going to be out of inventory space again. Dump some more stuff off. I didn't like those. I don't need my boat up here. A little bit more ore and diorite ore. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I could use those in places. I'm wondering. Nope. I guess it matters which way you place these. So that's kind of neat. Look at that giant window. Okay. Oh, that's because I used mullions. Yeah, and those are obviously going to be different. Yeah, I could make some more of those and make a big giant open window across here. That'll free up quite a bit for me. I guess I could put the dark oak wood in all of these other corners too. I really wish I had some idea how the cladding goes on. I would have thought that you would just put it right on some blocks. Maybe it needs a larger space of blocks. I guess I'll look into that one too in a bit when I have a chance to do so. I do still kind of like this whole andesite and dark oak combination thing. I just wish I could find something for the middle that worked a little bit better than anything else I've got. I wonder what I could do. I do also have to figure out where I'm going to put my door. I think I want this to be the front door, and I might make a little bit of a wooden porch sticking out of here. Maybe even with a little bit of glass or something so I can look down below me. That's going to be a long-term thing, and I'm also probably going to put a side door to the garden here. That's what I think I'm going to do. In fact, I'm probably going to end up using this side door a lot more than I'll use anything else. And I do have some doors here that I think will look good. I think I want to put it on that side. I'm not sure yet. I can always move it. That's not a huge deal. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's take a look at... Let's just take a few of these, just so I have enough that I can chisel them. What kind of textures do we get here? That smooth plank looks pretty interesting. I also kind of like this one. Let's take a look at those and see how those look inside of here. What do we think? I think that might work. Let's get rid of a few things that we don't need. I don't think I'm going to use the redwood without the ability to chisel it. All right. Got to make some more of these into planks. I'm going to go ahead and make... Oh, hopefully that'll be enough. What do you think? And we will chisel these. And that was the large, right? Make sure this matches up, guys. Yep, I did pick the right one. Yeah, I think I'm going to try this out and see how it works. Now that I've got such a dark wall, I might want to change up and do a different door just to set things apart a little bit more. I thought I was going to be using a lighter wood, and it turns out I'm using a fairly dark wood for this. I think it works okay though, even though I normally like to change things up a bit with the corners versus this wood. I think this chisel texture to it looks kind of nice. Plus, we do have the andesite standing off, and it's not too big of a deal to change our corners if we want to. That won't be nearly as much work as changing the walls out. So I'm going to stick with these as walls. And then, inventory tweaks. I think that's what that was. I don't like that. I really don't. All right, guys, I'm going to take out what I've put in over here. I'm going to make some more of these, and I might even go ahead and put in some windows and change out the door. And then I will come back to you guys once I've got the exterior walls all up in place. And we'll put some glass there and there, there and there. And hey, welcome back, guys. I'm just doing some finishing touches on the walls, that being adding glass in to all of these windows. What do you think? Does this work? I like the white glass with these frames, the limestone frame. I think the birch door kind of goes okay with that as well. Oh, there's all my glass panes. I need just a little bit more to finish this up. Which means I've got to go back to my crafting table and I got to put them all in here and take the bone meal and do that and then do this and then do that, and there we go. Some more glass panes, and this will finish this off. We've got all of the walls in place, and I think this looks okay. Let's take a look at it from the outside, shall we? Not too bad, although, yeah, I do think more than ever now that I've got to find something else for these columns. It's just too much on the wood now. Maybe if I go for that marble, although I could just add the andesite. That would tie things together a little bit better. It would be less colors, but I think we've got enough color going on here. In fact, do I have any andesite on me still? I do. I could go ahead and I could take down one of these, and we'll look at it and see which side seems to look better. So, put andesite up in that place. What do you think? A or B? Back to A, back to B. I think this looks a little bit too uniform. You know what? Yeah, that looks a little too, I don't know, boxy? I'm not sure the exact word I'm looking for here, but yeah, it's like it's wrapped up like a package. Not a big fan of that. Oh, I also did find out, by the way, that the cladding is only useful in applying a different second texture to a roof block from Architecture Craft. So you can make the base of your roof all, you know, oak or whatever you want to make it, and then you can apply the bark or slate that is, you know, actually some kind of stone or whatever you want to do like that. So you can have basically a different texture on your tiles for your roof than you have underneath and on the sides. So that's kind of cool. I'd like, you know, also little thin panels you could put on the sides of your walls just to make them look different on the outside and on the inside. But hey, can't have everything unless I'm willing to program it myself, which I'm not. I am willing to go to sleep though, and boy, you know what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to light up this house. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of torches, but yeah, we got to do something here. We certainly don't want to have nothing. Oh, I need another torch over here, and I don't want to do that. I also probably want to take out this. Apparently that places another torch. I think if I have an empty hand, which is not going to happen with this inventory, so let's sleep first. Yes, let's do that. I think if I have an empty hand, I can take stuff out of the windows. Don't need those, or probably those. That should be enough to free me up. Can I do that? Nope. Nope, no shifting, no shift right click. Okay, maybe if I just take the frame out itself, will it come with it? That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know, but I need to put, where'd my, oh, there they are. That's the typical video making blindness right there. Can't see what's right in front of your face, and you can put blocks right in front of your face though. That's nice. Okay, I think we've got a decent set of walls going on here. I think that's pretty good for the walls. We need a floor and a roof, obviously. I think I might do the roof first because, you know, spiders. That'd be the reason. Don't want anything crawling over these walls. And then once everything's safe and sound inside, then I can get the floor done. Alright guys, I think I figured it out. I think, even though I usually overlook this one just because of how often it's overused in early vanilla stuff, I think I'm going to go with oak. Because I think I like the look of these as flooring. And I think I also like the look of them as roofing. I think that'll be a little bit of a match, and then I can try using the cladding on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig up my floor, and then I'm going to put on a roof. I know I said I was probably going to do the roof first, but yeah, whatever. I changed my mind. I'm going to do the floor first. You can't stop me. Anyway, I'm going to put this floor in, and then I'm going to get started on the roof, and we will take a look at that in just a moment. Alright, I have at least the basic tiles made, and now I can go up on the roof and try and get this shape done. I guess I will use these to get up so I know that they're, at a glance, I know that they're not what I'm going for. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's not the way I want that to face. Is this going to be one of those things where I have to face a weird direction? Or was I facing a weird direction then? Okay. Really? That's a little annoying. Okay, what it says is to aim at the side of the previous block and they should connect properly. Okay, that's something. And then supposedly right-clicking with this chisel will do things, but I'm not seeing it. No, I'm not seeing it at all. Which way does it go? There we go. No? Maybe I can make this work. I'm not sure. Oh boy, nope. Try this way. Nope. Nope. Alright guys, this is not working very well and the chisel doesn't seem to do anything at all. I just used up a piece of iron on it. Yep, okay. Well, this is going to be a little bit too frustrating, so I think I might just go with a standard plain old... Oh, but I can't make slabs and stairs. Oh, maybe I'll just go for plain old slabs of the vanilla variety. I don't know. Maybe. You know, if I can't use regular, I'm going to at least add a little bit of color here. I think this is probably pushing the bounds of how much color we should use realistically. But hey, I can't do what I wanted to do, so I'm going to do this instead. Alright, I'm going to work on this roof and I will show you guys what I end up with in just a few minutes. Okay, maybe there's just the slightest possibility that I may have ran out of redwood halfway through the roof. Nah, that couldn't have happened. And you know what? I'm thinking that the watering can does not work on saplings, or at least not the Biomes of Plenty saplings. Oh no. That's not good. Let's give this a shot, shall we? Alright. I can't believe I actually said that without messing it up. But then I messed up jumping, because, you know, that's how it works. Alright, how does this roof need to go? Okay. Okay, I do have a few of these left and I did leave just a little bit. Okay. Alright. These go there. These go there. These have to meet in the middle, right? So let's do the inside first. The inside should be the easiest. Those meet up. And then those meet up. And then these meet up. And it meets up here. Alright, for this ridge, we've got something similar. Oh, how do we do this? Oh, let's get back up there again. And then it meets up there. Oh, let's see. This goes like that. And that meets up there. And that makes that. So that's a constant slope there. And a slope there. I'm not going to be able to finish my overhangs, am I? I'm not entirely sure. Well, maybe. I think I have most of the overhangs on. I'm not going to be able to make them double thick. I usually like to go back and do that just where it overhangs the building. It gives it a little bit more meaning, character, depth, something. I'm not sure the exact word for it. I am sure that I didn't want to put 2 slabs there. Yes. Do I have the overhang here? No, I don't. So maybe I won't have quite an... Oh, I do have it on that side. So goes up around here. I think I have it all. I think I do. Let me check this side. Nope. Another place I missed the overhang. Of course. All right. Oh, I'm going to be like a couple short, maybe? No? Am I actually? Oh, I am. Exact number. Did I miss any? Did I miss any? No, I didn't. Isn't that always just the best, guys, when it works out perfectly? Let's put a couple torches up here. Oh, not quite at the edge. I'll do something better eventually, but for now, that'll keep anything from spawning on the roof and then jumping on my head. Maybe I'll put this one close. I don't want to be able to see it from the ground, but this is just temporary. Maybe there. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just ecstatic that I was able to get the roof done with the exact amount I needed. And what do I have left in my inventory? I have four of them left. I'm not sure why these redwoods aren't growing. Maybe they need a huge amount of space. That would kind of make sense. So I might have to clear out something down on the ground somewhere maybe and get a redwood tree going. Oh, hi, Mr. Creeper. How's it going there? You hanging out on the ledge waiting to jump on my face? Anyway, guys, that is the house at least mostly done. Obviously, still some interior design stuff to do. Don't know what's in this pack as far as that goes, so maybe I'll just do fairly basic vanilla stuff. And like I said, I would kind of like to make these thicker on the outside all the way. Well, maybe not the very outside edge, but at least where these peaks come up. I want to make it thicker. Yeah, I don't think I need it here. I think that actually looks better. But yeah, where it comes up, I want to make that thicker. But I will need more redwood in order to do that. And I think it looks pretty decent for now. I've got a nice little thing going. I should probably put another window here. I think that would look more balanced than where that one looks versus the peaks. But it's a serviceable house, I think. I think it is a decent effort for a first starter house, especially considering I have next to no materials. I mean, look at this. I have random plants, but, oh, I do have some copper that I could cook up, and some other copper, and probably some other copper somewhere. But I don't really have any iron. I can't make more chisels. I've been using stone tools here, guys, so I'm going to call that good enough. I'm going to call it a solid effort, and I will see you guys in the next one when we probably dig a basement under here. And maybe get some Tinker's Smeltery stuff going in the basement, and maybe basements are where we're going to have all our machinery, because we are going to need a lot of machines in order to get to space, eventually. But anyway, see you guys in the next one. Bye.